that's which leads to the top hot topic, influencer marketing, because it's starting to become, well, it's already now over $1 billion industry now, and Instagram alone is over $1 billion industry. So, can you share your thoughts on influencer marketing and why you and really why you think a lot of people are wanting to get into that?
So do you mean why do brands want to hire influencers, or why
Like,
do
why you think
influencers want to become marketers?
why influencers want to become marketers per se?
I think because the opportunity is just there. So if it's one of the ways that you can monetize your Instagram channel or your snaps or your tweets or your blog is by doing partnerships with brands and becoming an influencer. One of the things that bloggers really have to do, and their biggest asset, is their readers' trust. And so when you become an influencer, you're basically able to leverage that trust into an income. Now, some people will just shill anything for any money, and they quickly lose that trust and find that their business flames out. So the smart influencers are authentic, and we're already sharing everything we do anyway. And if we really love an appliance, we share it. If we really love a car, we share it. If we really love a meal at a restaurant, we're already sharing it. So it's just a way to make an income stream from things we are already doing anyway.
All right. Bobbie?
Yeah,
Do you have anything to add? Sorry.
as far as influencers, I think that many of us already have the followings built up behind us. And I agree with Lisa. If it's something you love, if it's something you want to promote, there's nothing wrong with making money off of that. And I think from the business side of it, it's genius for these companies to be using that. I mean, this weekend I went on a sponsored trip out of town. I just shared it on my social media, and already I've had several personal friends, not even people who are outside of my immediate friend group, my personal friends asking questions and saying, we want to do that. And it's just because what they saw me doing. And so then I can take that same message that I'm sharing with my personal friends, and I can take it out and share it with my fans, which are over 50K. And so then they see that message. And so I think for the blogger perspective, it's something that's easy to monetize if you truly love it. I agree with Lisa, you have to be authentic in it. And then from the brand side, if you're a brand and you are not doing that, I think you're missing out on a huge opportunity.
Awesome. So now let's transition into your Twitter chat, Blog Elevated. Can you share with us about what led you guys to host that Twitter chat, and how has it helped you all's businesses?
So the chat has really kind of changed over the years. Originally it started as Houston Bloggers Chat, and that was because we would have our Houston Bloggers meeting, and during the meeting we would tweet using Houston Bloggers as a hashtag, and then people would say, oh, I can't come to the meeting, or I missed it, or can I follow the hashtag? So it kind of grew from there. We would do our meeting once a month, and the other 3 weekdays that month, our meetings are always on Thursdays. So the other 3 Thursdays where we weren't meeting in person, we would meet virtually, both to kind of create a habit and keep that connection strong. And we just kind of tweet about what was in the news or what was affecting bloggers, or if some big new thing happened, we would just tweet back and forth. And it was a really small group of people. But the chat became more and more popular, and we started having people from other cities coming. So we'd have Dallas saying, I'm not in Houston. Can I come to Houston Bloggers Chat? Which obviously it's on Twitter. Of course you can come. And we have people in Austin and in San Antonio, and people who didn't live near a city but just really craved that connection with bloggers. Maybe they lived in a small town and they didn't know one other single blogger around. So then we morphed into Texas Blogger Chat, TX Bloggers, hashtag TX Bloggers. So then we did TX Bloggers, and then we found that we were doing it the 3 weeks that we did meet, and then we meet on the 4th week. But a lot of people missed out on the 4th week because then it was a bigger chat. So we moved it to a different night, and we're chatting 4 weeks, 4 days a month. And from there, when we created the conference, we changed the hashtag to Blog Elevated so that we could encompass everybody interested in the conference and everybody coming to the conference, because we have people we have a pretty heavy, big Texas contingent at our conference, but we have people from other countries come. We're at an international conference at this point.
Yeah,
Wow.
and as far as was it done for our business, I think it's set us up as authorities. You know, that people, when they think of where do we need to go to learn about blogging, where do we need to go about digital marketing, where can we get help with this? Because largely of the Twitter chat, people know, hey, they show us every single Monday that they know what they're talking about, so they know that they can come to us and trust us to help them. So I think in a business sense, it's just purely helped form us as authorities, which anytime you are considered an authority in your niche, your business is going to be supported by those people who see you as an authority. So business-wise, it's helped us a lot.
Yeah, and I think really, if there's one area of digital marketing that's oversaturated, it's the coach of the coaches, the people that will have a webinar to teach you how to do webinars, but they've only ever had a successful webinar about webinars. You know what I mean? It becomes an echo chamber. So our Twitter chat gives us the opportunity to show that we're not just people who talk about blogging. We really have actionable things that will move your blog forward. One of the hearts and soul of Blog Elevated is that we are try to avoid clicks and are welcome everybody, but also we're helpers. We try to always be serving our audience at all times. So it also gives us the opportunity to reach out to bloggers one-on-one. A lot of times they'll message us during chat or after chat asking a more specific question, and we can help them right then and there, because again, we're all about education and helping bloggers, and whether they come to our conference or not, we're still going to help you if we can help you. I think the conference is a really great opportunity to get it all in one area all at once, meet with brands and network with other people and hear from other speakers. But if you really want to blog, you don't have to go to a conference or buy an e-course or buy an ebook. You can figure it out just by having other bloggers help you. Now, from a business perspective, it's also given us cold hard numbers that we can share. So most conferences, I don't think a lot of attendees know this, we don't make any money off of the ticket sales. We have the ticket sales basically to confirm that you're coming and cover things like coffee and your lunch and things like that, but we don't make a profit off of it. What helps us actually run the conference as a business is by getting outside sponsors. And what helps us is being able to show, okay, we have a Twitter chat, it got 10 million impressions in 1 hour. We've run Twitter chats for our other sponsors, and we've actually hired out as Twitter chat hosts is one of the services we offer, and we can show cold hard numbers. In 1 hour, we get this many impressions. We usually trend. Last night, Monday night, we trended again. I think we've trended all our Twitter chats since the last 4 or 5 have trended. In Houston, one trended nationally. We get between 5 and 30 million impressions in a single hour. And those are numbers that the people who want to work with us can take to their bosses and say, we're not just shooting in the dark or hoping to get results. We can show exactly how many people saw it, how many people retweeted, how many unique people, how many people stuck around, all of those kind of numbers. So it's really helpful to give us proof of concept, I guess, to show the people that we work with.
Awesome. So of course now, that's interesting that you said that, because I guess, you're saying it's like you have to, you really have to be a giver. You have to provide value first. You should not try to just pop on like say a live stream and just try to sell. You have to provide value consistently to build trust.
Yeah, people need to know exactly what you're about. And they need to see proof. Just the same as we show those businesses our numbers are proof, the people that follow you, they need to know without a doubt that you can help them or that you can provide value to them. I mean, if you want to sell, a $100 course to 20 people, and yet you don't have any proof that shows that you can do what you're trying to sell, it's going to be hard. You're going to have to work quadruple the amount of time that you would if you just simply went out and offered your services for free for a little bit. I mean, we're big components of don't work for free, but there's a difference between working and serving others. And that's where you kind of have to figure it out. Are you working for them, or are you serving them and helping them? And if you just are serving them, then it's going to come back to you and you're going to see a payout in that.
Well, it also helps you build your portfolio. Like what Bobbie was saying, it shows that you know what you're doing. You can get practice. If you're new to an area, maybe you've never run Facebook ads before and you help somebody and you're not charging them because you're learning yourself, plus you help the other person, and then you can build your portfolio and show concrete results. I ran this ad, I got 150% return on investment. Here's what I can do for you.
Yeah, definitely. So now let's switch it up a bit to live video per se. And the question is, should businesses embrace live video? Should they do like live stream shows, to show their authority, or should they stick to what they're doing, especially like bloggers, if they have a business blog? Should they embrace live video?
Well, yes. You bring up two different things. So one, should business do live video? It really depends on your business. I don't think every single business is probably appropriate for every single one. I really don't think, for example, if you have a urology clinic, you probably don't want to be doing live video. Maybe you do. Probably would go viral. I don't know. And then there's also other industries where you have to be very careful about, like the financial industry or the legal industry. You have to be very careful about what you say and what's construed as advice, and et cetera, et cetera. So live video can be a little fraught if you don't have a well-trained staff. So if you don't have the resources to really train the people that are going to be on live, maybe live isn't your thing. But as far as bloggers go, I think absolutely it's fantastic for getting your voice out there, letting your people get to know you, getting them to see you unfiltered. And maybe you're filtered, but by unfiltered, I mean unedited, I guess is what I mean.
Yeah.
And also,
I think, Lisa, I differ in that a little bit. I think every business should consider live video. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to sit here and give you legal advice for an hour, but it could just be going over simple things, tips for securing your home, things such as that. And I think live video right now, you should consider it because as of right now, the social media platforms are favoring it in their algorithm. They want to show it to people. They want that human connection. They know that it helps people stay on their platforms longer if they're watching a video. And so right now, if nothing else, use it to get ahead on that algorithm. If you do one live video, once a month and it helps your algorithm, it helps your engagement, then try to figure out something you can do again the next time. Live media, if you watch Dr. Pimple Popper, which is a dermatologist, and some people would say it's a dermatologist. Well, she started with a YouTube channel that showed her popping pimples, which is gross, but it went viral. And now she does it on Snapchat. She does it on Insta Stories. She does that live. And so she's one of the people that took something that everyone said, why would you do that? And she's made a huge name for herself, and she now has her own products, and I am sure she's banking. So I think that's something we can all learn from, to get on that live. It's a human connection. That's what pulls us all together in social media. You're not a robot. You're not a bot. You're not just throwing stuff out there and hoping somebody catches it. It's human connections what's going to win at the end of the day. And live media helps you accomplish that.
Yeah, if it's appropriate or you've decided to put your business on Instagram or Snapchat, God help you, I don't know why you would do that. But I'm a total Snapchat. I'm a Snapchat hater. I am. But if Instagram or Snapchat or Periscope or Facebook is a big part of your social media strategy, then yeah, live video is your thing. I don't think maybe those channels are the perfect fit for every single business. So that's where I was saying not every business, 100% of businesses in the world need to do live video. But if you're using Instagram as a marketing channel or even just for customer service, then you should be doing live videos, and you need to invest in the training and your staff and the resources you need to do that. And when I say invest, it's not a huge amount. It's just educating yourself or having somebody come in and teach you basic camera, basic live, how to work it, getting a light, really low-key stuff. But I don't think you should just tell your employees, open up your phone and let's go live with no planning or strategy or not even knowing what they're going to say. That's never going to be a good idea. But if you're on social, yes, you should. But not everybody needs to be on social.